Vinod Raina from People Science Movement in India, and I also work with Alternatives International and Jubilee South. It took quite a lot of discussions in the International Council to decide on this venue or to have this forum in 2011 here. And as it turns out, it was probably a good decision, a fortuitous decision, because what was unanticipated was that things would happen in this region as the way happened in Egypt and Tunisia. And because of these happenings, it has given a new meaning to this forum in two ways. One, of course, is the presence of a large number of people, particularly from Tunisia. Egyptians have had problems because of travel restrictions. Also because the people who are involved in both these places, in these changes, are people connected to this forum through the Maghreb Forum. And the Maghreb Forum, which is very prominent here in this Dakar Forum, has brought many of those people, and so therefore there has been a huge amount of discussions, meeting of people from this region. So in political terms, that has added a certain meaning to this forum. But there have been other important political mobilizations for this forum. For example, we had people coming, about 1,000 people in caravans across West Africa, traveling to this place, which has created a huge amount of mobilization. These caravans stopped from place to place. So therefore, a mobilization of a large numbers of that kind has happened. So we don't have only a large Senegalese population here, but certainly a West African and Pan-American, Pan-African presence here. There has been the use of technologies like webcasts and podcasts for a Dakar extended system, and a lot of people have therefore connected electronically with this forum. So in those terms, in terms of inclusion, mobilization, one could say that this has seen many new innovations. Now that we are on the third day of the forum, we also have to have there will be a formal evaluation later on about the forum, but offhand, it's true that many groups have faced problems about space and the logistical mobilization, which has been forced because of many logistics problems here. But what is interesting is that with all the problems that the groups have faced in getting their space and so on, it has not stopped them from their work. And people have found so many innovative and numerous ways to get together to have their sessions. There has been problem with sound system and therefore translation, but people have done it, and in a sense of cooperation that probably shows that we could be designing other forums with some of those innovations, like a group takes a tent and uses the tent for all the days. So they're stationed in one place and so on. So in all, the adversity creates many innovations, and therefore that has happened. All in all, I find that the mood around in the forum is quite positive with all the logistical problems. So, well, as I said, a formal evaluation will reveal all that. But each forum, in spite of previous learnings and so on, is a new event. It's a new culture in a new place. So there are always in this open space system, it's not efficient in the corporate sense, but it's not meant to be. It's a people's forum. So I think I would look at it on balance in that way. There have been some logistical problems, but there are also some gains. Well, I think Egypt, Tunisia have thrown up new questions, new challenges. There is a spontaneous movement, and of course, the entire attention is that what will this movement lead to? If there are regime changes, what kind of regimes will come through? And therefore, all of us are concerned, involved, and to do this. And in a sense, these are visible movements where you can see that possibilities are emerging of a very new paradigm is coming up, and whether they will lead to truly democratic regime changes, or they will be influenced by global hegemonic politics of the US, or in this region of radical Islam, what forms they will take, are questions of debate, and a lot of that is being discussed here. They are connected to Palestine in a very big way, because one of the factors will be that it's in the region of Israel, particularly Egypt, and that's going to be a very big question, what it means for Palestine, and what it means for Palestine means what it means for the whole region. So on one hand, we're seeing this manifestation. It's a new manifestation. In the late 90s, when the forum was kind of emerging, were manifestations of the other kind, the anti-global uprisings in Seattle, in Prague, in Florence, of people coming together and taking to streets against globalization. So that created a different manifestation at that time. So to me, these are visible manifestations. But I also see something where the forum is not connected at this point of time, and this is with very localized resistance movements against local projects. It may be a mining project, it may be a dam project, it may be a land project, it may be a forestation project, or any of those. Very strong movements which may not lead to regime changes, but which are forcing those respective governments to take them seriously. Food and hunger movements, which is also the part of Egypt particularly. And therefore we have these movements which are very localized, which for once are not mediated by NGOs and international NGOs, therefore there is very little known about them, and who are spewing out new leaders who are like organic intellectual leadership within there, and therefore not visible here in the forum and not connected and so on. Now, in order to see that a very democratic regime change takes place in, say, Tunisia and Egypt, or how to link up these local movements and how to make sense of them and what new politics can emerge from them, I think is forcing us to think of new forms of collaboration. Because the old forms of collaboration between middle class activists, between middle class NGOs and the localized movements and so on, is changing. That is changing, which poses the question that some of them are visible like Egypt and Tunisia, some of them are very invisible like POSCO and Niyamgiri in India. So what does the forum process have to do in terms of collaborations in them? And at the same time, can the forum process in a sense push a new direction in which it's not left to the hegemonic powers right now of a United States and the identity of radical Islam to influence these changes or take space or fill up these vacuums, but the movements are able to force the newly emerging powers like Brazil, South Africa, India, and even China to play a role in this, so that we don't see the bipolar world which is US and USSR at one time and radical Islam in US at this point of time, and something new can emerge. And I think these are very imminent, important questions, and what the forum process role it might play, I think would emerge and people would be thinking about it. I hope so.